in Washington, I believe, is in the 50s right now. But the water,
degrees air temperature, 46 degrees at Reagan National. Just yeah,
46 degrees. We know the water is colder than that. Has that been reported? 30 in the 30s, perhaps?
Yeah, the buoys that our meteorologists have been tracking, the buoys right near the Weather Observation Center at Reagan National have that, and I can go back and find it, but it was mid-30s.
Okay, that's good enough. The survivability is very short, very limited with cold temperatures like that. Back in the, what was it, Air Florida in the 80s?
Yep.
I'm not sure.
1982.
And that was wintertime. So there you go once again. Whether it's the North Atlantic or the Potomac River, you've got very cold temperatures. Survivability, regretfully, is very short due to that temperature.
And obviously that also was a byproduct of a plane not properly being de-iced, which in a situation like this, you don't worry so much about. But as we were panning across it, I don't know if you could see it, but just the giant outpouring of rescue effort that we're seeing right now playing out at the airport is truly stunning because it hasn't changed all night. We should point out that we're going to hear more from the FAA coming up at 12:30. But I asked you a question last time around that we'll reiterate again because we were looking at the flight path. And anybody who flies into Reagan knows, you do that northern approach and you get the beautiful views. But there's a reason that can be treacherous at certain parts of the day, especially when you're getting into the later part of the evening.
It sure is. Again, the weather was not an issue tonight with this mid-air collision whatsoever. And why the CRJ
involving an American Eagle aircraft. The aircraft was operated by PSA Airlines, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of American Airlines. First and most importantly, I'd like to express our deep sorrow about these events. This is a difficult day for all of us at American Airlines, and our efforts now are focused entirely on the needs of our passengers, crew members, partners, first responders, along with their families and loved ones. I know that there are many questions, and at this early stage, I'll not be able to answer all of them, but I do want to share the information I have at this time. American Eagle Flight 5342, operated by PSA Airlines, a CRJ 700 aircraft, traveling from Wichita, Kansas to Washington Reagan National Airport, has been involved in an accident near Washington, D.C. It appears to have collided with a military aircraft on approach. Flight 5342 was under the command of 4 crew members and carried 60 passengers for a total of 64 people on board. We are actively working with local, state,